Welcome to St Lucia Experience, recorded here in St Lucia Beaches by Petrus Vivius and his favorite beach, Pardette. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful sunrise here at St Lucia Estuary mouth this morning. Yes, it's Petrus and Frankie, two socks with your daily beach walk video. We went fishing yesterday. Not a good idea. We should have gone shad fishing. We went perch fishing, and we ended up catching two nondies, a thornfish and a baby perch between the two of us. I only caught one nondi. Okay guys, we made it here to the estuary mouth. Beautiful morning. We're sitting fishing at the moment, so I haven't got the big camera out to make video footage. We're just doing it today with the cell phone. For those guys that want to know how I bait up for grunter or perch, even cob here in the estuary mouth, that's it. It doesn't need to be an expensive owner circle hook. It can be a normal number one or number two hook. It's just I want to see if the owner circle is as good as they claim it is. That's why I'm using it today. Okay guys, while the weepers is pushing me back here at the estuary mouth, I can't get to my fishing rods. Let me work a little bit. I've got good news for the subscribers. I struck a deal with Funas Estuary Cruises for you guys. Contact me 081 342 7371 and I can make your estuary cruise happen at 10% discount. Yes, a whole 10% discount for the subscribers of the channel. Thank you. It could be a reed, a log. Oh no, Frank also got a nondi, guys. Check this out. Yeah, they're nice size. They're almost edible. So far we got the two nondis on a choker. I'm gonna switch over to prawn now and see if I can get something interested on prawn. The squid and choker option is what Wiseman used to get his perch and salmon on. Guys coming from Richards Bay, if you bring fresh cracker prawn, you're gonna make a killing here at the estuary mouth. Just remember to add mine into your quota. And I don't know who watched the YouTube shorts, but the channel can now offer promo codes for accommodation and on Funas for estuary boat cruise, 10% discount. Guys, that makes a difference to your holiday, and could contribute some to your fuel bill. All depends on what car you drive and how long you're going to stay. The tide has started pushing nicely now, but just after the turn of the tide the fish stopped biting. I now got some prawn on here, but guys, beware. 4.5 prawns, 45 bucks. So go to your fishmonger, your housewife market, your Pick and Pay, ShopRite, buy editable prawns there. It's going to work you out a lot cheaper. Buy the small ones, they're even cheaper per kg than the big ones. It doesn't look like if the color line of the high tide is going to reach here. The northeasterly has picked up, so that's going to be some good fishing. Wonder what the guys did at Ingwe Beach. Probably got some nice shad while we were trying for perch. My luck. If it wasn't for bad luck, I would have no luck at all. Going away present, we decided, I know! I forgot about them. Frank caught a thornfish for us, or a St Lucia tigerfish. I will. It's a uitred hoek. I will so visit. Yeah. So guys, this is how we reached this point. This is how got this tired that on the extreme boating video the next day on the 24th I was pumped. Let's get back to today's extreme boating video. I just wanted to tell you guys why I got tired. Very, very tired. On today's video, I was body aching, sore, tired. Now check this out. The sediment was right onto the mud bank. One of these days we can drive all the way to the ski boat club and launch there from this side. Interesting. Some nice channels being cut here into the mud bank, but it needs more agitation for the nature to get rid of all this sediment that was dumped here by the GEF Foundation. We've got the hippos very close today, but they moved away with the boat's activities there in the mouth. Look at that huge mud bank. Mud bank that was washed, the mud that was washed in during 2021 from the Mfolozi Sekulu Beach channel. Look at the amount of mud. We all know the average size of a hippo. They just dig into the mud there. Guys, this is the size of the mullets that the terns are catching here, and it's too big for them to eat, so they just drop it back on the beach. Guys, look at this beautiful sunrise. Yes, it cooled down a lot since we came here onto the beach. But it's worth bringing this beautiful sunrise to you guys on the YouTube channel. Guys have been catching nice shad at Ingwe Beach and some perch here in the estuary mouth, and some salmon and grunter there in front of the boardwalk. I literally had to come and hide behind the dune. It's just too cold in the front there. This westerly wind blowing has really got ice in the bite. Yo, am I gonna heat up today? Woo! Can't believe in the face of the upcoming sun it can get so cold here on the estuary beach. Turning around to start all over again upstream. Beautiful hippos lying here at the estuary mouth. They're churning the mud. If we can just get some more agitation happening, it will get rid of this mud. And somebody's got agitated there with the hippos, and we've got some mud churning going on there. You must move a little bit more, guys. Get more active. Get this mud into the ocean. We've got a little yawn out of the baby. I took some photos of it. I'll have to add it in here. Baby wants to drink. Normally they suckle under the water. Nope. Missed Black oyster catcher feeding here on the mud banks. I'd love to know what he's feeding on. That would be very interesting. There we've got a shimmy. The zoom is just too far. But what we've got there, where are they? I don't know these guys. This is scary, bro, walking on this washed over sediment on the mud. All of a sudden there's nothing under your feet, just a water pocket. Look there, I was walking on hard surface. Peninsula growing into the estuary mouth, making it very, very narrow and shallow. This spawning phytoplankton would have been loved to be amongst mangrove reed roots. But unfortunately to today's scientists, reeds is much more important than this life support system on Earth. So yeah, no mangroves. Two fishermen waiting for the perch to come onto the bite here at the estuary mouth. The channel getting very, very narrow here at the estuary mouth, but not shallow yet. The big boats could launch quite comfortably down the channel. The problem is in the front. But to get the angle on the right on that sandbank that's forming from south to north, I'm gonna move to a little different angle so that you can see it. Even at this angle we can see it building up. Right, now we can see the sandbank forming here in front of St Lucia Estuary very, very clearly. And it's growing all the way north. I come here, as we walk back, I just have to feast my eyes on those dying casuarinas. But they're not dying fast enough. The park authority should have removed them many years ago. They have already seeded once, twice, maybe 3 times. The aftergrowth is going to be for years to come. Those casuarinas need to come out very soon. Water level update here at the boardwalk. The mangroves are still dying, and even the one that sprouted, it looked like if it was a last-ditched attempt to try and find some life, because the leaves are wilting and dying. On the other hand, the reeds are doing very well. They're flourishing even during the winter. And the tidal channel is not active now at the moment because it's low tide in the front, and I think it pretty much reached as much as it's going to drain out on the low tide. I don't think it's going to drain more, but we've seen on the high tide it pushes in and it drains out. So as far as I'm concerned, wherever the origin or the link is between the estuary and the tidal channel, it's busy silting up. I'll explain some more about sediment movement in and out of a channel on later videos. Water level update here at Sunset Jetty. It's now important to do it this time of the day because it was low tide when we left the estuary mouth. So we can show you what impact. There's no tidal interaction here yet, but there's tidal impact, if you understand what I mean. The pressure of the tide will rise the water level here because it doesn't flow out into the ocean as quickly. You can see here that the water level dropped a lot. I will call it 750 millimeter just over the last 2 weeks. But now we must come back on high tide and see, but it must be spring tide, high tide, and see what back pressure does the high tide create. But something more interesting. Look what I found. Look. No man, look closer. Look close. What do we see there? Millions and millions of Indo-Pacific swimming crabs, or better known as Varuna crabs. Just look at them go. Just look at them go. They swim up and down the current as if the current doesn't exist at light bending speed. Now for the guys that wants to buy footage, I can now record this footage for you in 4K, and you can purchase the 4K footage from me. Let's go over to 4K. I can't edit in 4K yet. Hi guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please click on the photo of me and Pardette and you'll be subscribed. It's absolutely for free. YouTube don't charge you a cent I don't charge you a cent. Everything is for free if you subscribe. It will help sustain me and Pardette in St Lucia and improve our quality of life. Thank you.